Most of the gods are jerks, Delphin agreed, and they have a lot of girlfriends even after they get married. Gah, Amphitrite said. I wouldn't care about that. I'm not the jealous type. I just don't want to get mistreated. I want to be my own person and do my own thing without some man lording over me. Oh, is that all? Delphin chittered with relief. Because Poseidon is easygoing. I can't guarantee he'd be faithful to you forever, but he would really treat you totally good and let you do whatever you wanted. I can talk to him and make him promise. If he breaks his word, he'll have to deal with Mr. Dolphin. Delphin flexed his flippers, which he thought made him look intimidating. You would do that for me? Amphitrite asked. Sure, Delphin said. And the best thing? If you married Poseidon, none of the other gods could flirt with you or pester you anymore. They'd have to leave you alone because Poseidon is so powerful. You could have kids, too. Kids are awesome, even better than sea bass. Really? Amphitrite studied the sea bass flopping around in her hand, as if she had trouble believing anything could be better than that. Well, I suppose if you talked to Poseidon first and he promised. Trust me, Delphin said. The dolphin's god has your back. So Delphin returned to Poseidon and explained the deal. Poseidon was overjoyed. He agreed immediately. His marriage to Amphitrite was the biggest party ever held under the ocean. Gods and sea monsters, all 49 of Amphitrite's Nereid sisters, everybody was on the guest list. Whales swam overhead, spitting glowing clouds of krill that spelled out, Congratulations, Poseidon and Amphitrite, which was no easy task since whales can't spell very well. The dolphins put on acrobatic shows. The jellyfish glowed above the palace courtyards, as the sea nymphs and merpeople danced the night away. Poseidon and Amphitrite made a good couple. They were happy together and had 3 godly children. The first was Triton, who looked like a merman but had 2 fish tails instead of 1. He served as Poseidon's herald. Whenever Poseidon was on the move, Triton swam in front, blowing his conch horn to clear the way, like, "The boss is coming! Everybody look busy!" Poseidon and Amphitrite's second kid was Rhode, a sea nymph who became the patron goddess of the island Rhodes, named after her, of course. She ended up marrying the sun titan Helios. Their third kid, a daughter named Cympolia, was big and clumsy and loud, and never got as much love as their siblings. I always felt sorry for her. Her name meant the Wave Ranger, which makes her sound like a sports utility vehicle, but she looked more like a monster truck. Eventually, she found happiness. She became the goddess of violent sea storms and married Briares, one of the 100-handed ones, who was also big and loud and didn't mind a monster truck wife. As the years went by, Amphitrite discovered that Delphin was right. She did love her children even more than sea bass, and most of the time Poseidon was a very good husband. He did have a lot of affairs with nymphs and mortals and whatnot, but strangely, that didn't bother Amphitrite so much. As long as Poseidon didn't try to own her and tell her what to do, as long as she was good to her 3 children, Amphitrite was cool. She was even nice to Poseidon's demigod children, unlike some other goddesses I could name. Hera. One time the hero Theseus came to visit, and Amphitrite treated him like an honored guest. She even gave him a purple cloak to wear, which was a sign of kingship. She'd been pretty cool to me too. She doesn't freak out when I leave my dirty laundry in the guest room. She makes cookies for me. She's never tried to kill me that I know of. Pretty much all you could ask for in an immortal stepmom. As for Poseidon, it's a good thing he had an easygoing wife, because he had so many girlfriends and kids from other relationships. I mean, you think Zeus was busy? Poseidon holds the record for the most demigod children. If I tried to tell you about all the ladies he dated, we'd need an extra 300 pages with a separate index and table of contents. We'd call it Poseidon's Little Black Book, but it'd be too weird for me to talk about all my dad's girlfriends, so I'm just gonna hit the highlights.